So far this year, look on your screens, 12,486 Muslims from Syria have come to America. Only 68 Christians from Syria have come to America. Only 24 Yazidis from Syria have come to America. I'd say that's just a tad lopsided. Megachurch pastor from First Baptist Dallas, Robert Jeffress, is with us. We've talked about this before. Nothing seems to change, and I don't know why nothing changes. I'm incensed about it. What are we going to do?
Look, Stuart, no Christian, no human being can look at the situation in Syria and not feel compassion for the suffering Syrians. There are many things we can do and should do as a nation, but allowing unvettable refugees into our country is not one of them. I mean, you talk about 68 Christians. The truth is we don't know if it's 68, 680, or just 6, because we have no idea who these people really are, which, by the way, Stuart, is one reason last week our state of Texas withdrew from Obama's refugee resettlement program. The Obama administration said to our governor, we cannot certify that these refugees pose no threat to your population. So let's do whatever we can to help without putting our own people at risk.
It's a numbers game, isn't it? I mean, what do you think America would look like if, say, 7 or 8% of the population was Muslim, as it is in France? I don't want to be pejorative here, but I have to ask the question. What would America look like, feel like? How would it act? What would our culture be like if that happened to us? Would you want to answer the question?
It would be far different than it is today. And look, let's all say we know the majority of Muslims are peace-loving individuals, but the truth is all the recent terror attacks that we've had in our country, whether it's Orlando or Fort Hood or San Bernardino, have not been committed by Christians shouting out, Jesus Christ is great. They've all been committed by radicalized Muslims shouting out, Allah is great. We cannot ignore that reality, Stuart.
Stay there for a second, Robert. I've got a little item of news here. A 7-year-old girl in Aleppo is live tweeting as bombs are falling around her. Just coming.
Yeah, that's right. Her name is Bana Al-Abed. She's 7 years old. She just started tweeting a few weeks ago in the month of September in a Twitter account launched by her mother about the horrors of life in a war zone in Syria. She's seen flinching at a window as bombing takes place outside. Hasn't seen the outside world in weeks. She's not living her life as a regular child would. And this comes as Senator John McCain is saying, you've got to stop Assad now, or you could expect years of war and a refugee crisis and outflow like you've never seen before.
Robert Jeffress still with us. That's the humanitarian side of the argument, isn't it? How do you turn a fine young woman like that down?
Absolutely, and we have to do something, Stuart, outside of accepting these refugees. For example, we need to put pressure on Putin to quit assisting Assad in this massacre of Syrian people. The other side of it is they're also being attacked by ISIS. It's time for us to have a commander-in-chief who will deal decisively with ISIS. We don't have that right now.
I believe, referring to our earlier discussion, I believe that there is a bill before Congress. Representative Robach, I think, is leading the charge here, which would make something happen when it comes to Christians coming to America as opposed to Muslims. I believe Congressman Robach is our guest on the program tomorrow. Justin, tell me the name of that piece of legislation, please. Genocide Against Christians Act. I just want to make you aware of that, Robert, because I'm sure you're in support fully thereof.
Absolutely. But we've got to remember, Stuart, we really don't know who these people are, and even the Obama administration says they are unvettable and we cannot certify they won't pose a threat to our people. We've got to balance real Christian compassion for these refugees with our real responsibility and compassion for our own citizens.
Robert Jeffress from Dallas, thanks for joining us, sir. We'll see you again real soon. Thank you.